You'll do the NES. I have a lot of the consoles. We're just talking about. I guess maybe we should discuss that at some point. Which consoles we'd be excited for or not in this challenge, so that we know home field advantage.
Just Atari 2600 all the way down.
That's it. Most played console.
No, I've never owned an Atari.
Are you just banking on the fact that because if we're picking Atari 2600, that means I won the time before, so you'll always get to see how to play the game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a solid strategy. Neat.
Also, no one has an advantage because no one has played these games.
True. This is true. We'll run out of games eventually.
If we do this once a week, we have many thousands of weeks. Do you understand how much time that is? I think we'd be dead before we run out of games.
Maybe. But, like, who knows? Maybe we'll get, like, huge famous and we'll be doing this every day. And then it's still a ton, but, like, we have a better chance. Just wait. I mean, either that or money will become meaningless and we'll do this because it's fun.
Money will become meaningless.
Yeah, when everyone's like dying of something else and there's just no way to go to work anymore, and internet still exists, but like no one goes to work because that'd be unsafe. I
mean, people would probably still go to work to get money.
I don't know if you need money if going outside was probably going to kill you. I think you'd just stay home because no one's gonna come repossess your house because they'll probably die.
Is this like a what are we dealing with? What kind of apocalyptic scenario are we talking about?
I don't know, some kind of whatever's left over from World War III world. Internet's still around. Shit went south. There aren't really jobs. There's not that much to do. That'd be the other scenario, not the we got rich scenario.
There's not much to do in general.
Yeah.
No job.
Just surviving.
I don't see this happening, but I'll remember this conversation when it does.
Yeah. That's my hot take for today.
Of course it is.
Yeah. What's our question of the day, or what do we do now?
Question of the day.
Yeah.
Do you, the sagging Rufus, get more imposter syndrome on a homebrew or an adventure, pre-made adventure?
Probably a pre-made adventure, because I always feel constrained and like I can't do what I want. Not that I can't do what I want, but like I don't always know the consequences of doing what I want, so sometimes I won't.
The only reason I would have said the other for you is the only time I've ever heard you be worried about a session was when you sent us all back in time. That was the only time you were ever like, well, people might like it or people might not.
Well,
and it ended up being just fine. It's the only time I've ever heard that.
It could have gone either way. It depends on the table, and I didn't know if I picked the right table at that time. So I was like, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. We'll see. When it happened, I was okay with it. I was like, how would you guys think of that? You guys were like, yeah, it was cool. I was like, great, that's awesome. Because like, I knew it was what I wanted it to be. And I would have been okay and happy with that. I just didn't know if that was what you guys would be happy with.
Well, we were. It worked out.
Yeah.
And here we are.
But like honestly, I feel that way about the next homebrew I'm gonna do too. It has it's good. It's a homebrew heavy.
Well, that's gonna be rough, just because it's gonna be a lot of work. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm excited, but
the question is, will I make good enough decisions of mechanics that it's still fun? Because we're making some pretty substantial leaps in mechanic.
I think that you personally are good enough at listening to your players that you will change if necessary certain things.
I believe that's how that's going to go too. I think it's going to come down to is our table okay with grinding that out, or are we going to get angry every time things are inconsistent because we're kind of bending as we go?
We're not going to get angry at that now. We're along for the ride at this point.
I hope so.
Wherever we go, we go.
That'll be the rule. If you play in this campaign, you just gotta come along for the ride, and it might not
be along for the ride.
The ride might change along the way. We'll see. I know what I want to do, and I'm just gonna start writing. And who knows? Maybe it's gonna be like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm just gonna retcon everything in the next season.
We will. It's fine.
Nothing previously mattered.
Why you'd retcon it? I mean, it's the rules thing that you're worried about, right? Because of the whole like changing everything.
Yeah, but like sometimes if rules change, that means like lore has to change.
Oh. Okay.
It kind of depends. Like, if someone's character was based on a mechanic, and that character now wasn't that same way, it's like, oh shit! Now everyone knows him for this one thing, but that doesn't exist anymore.
Can't do it anymore.
You know. We call him Two Shots because he does 2 shots every action. It's like, actually, that's fucking busted. You can't do that anymore. Oh, why is he called Two Shot? Oh, I guess I just ruined your character. Sorry. That could happen.
It'd be funny. I'd laugh. I'd keep calling him Two Shots, though.
Oh, yeah, totally. But everyone would be like, why? Why, though? He doesn't...
Because.
Just his name. It's on his birth certificate. He's just 2 shots.
He didn't choose it. His parents did. It's on his birth certificate.
Exactly.
Okay. What do we got? What do we got so far? What's the plan?
Sorcerers get as many spells as wizards now. Yep. And they get better spell DCs and advantages on attack spells. Yep. And they get meta magic. Yep. So sorcerer is better than wizard. Wizard is the best class in the game.
It's not.
No. Sorcerer is pretty good.
Yeah.
It just depends on if you need a high-end character or not, but I feel like more often than not you need a high charisma character anyway. So like sorcerer is usually the better choice.
Correct. Sorcerer, I feel like, is your better choice in most situations. You do get more versatility in spells with wizard.
Yeah.
Their book. That thing.
I think.
Right?
I guess if you were to go all the way up to level 20, the wizard has some advantages.
I mean, sorcerer still has meta magic with all those spells, though.
Does sorcerer have all the spells that wizard has?
At this point, probably.
If that's the case, if they have access to like basically the same spell list, then yeah, they're just better. The only thing that could really bring it back would be if wizards had access to like required high level spells that a sorcerer didn't.
Pretty sure sorcerer and wizards do actually just have the same spell list.
If that's the case, then yeah, sorcerer is just better wizard. Most of the time.
Sorcerer
unless you, for some reason, you need a high int character. But like I said, more often than not, you're going to need the high charisma character.
Correct.
Oh, back to the old discussions. Clerics and wizards were the best casters in older editions purely for the... Yeah, in older editions, perhaps. Wizards also have just as large of a spell list. Okay.
But they're not talking about older edition.
Yeah, this is just a weird... This is also a meme thread, so like, I don't think we should be going too hard on this. Let's find the start of the next one.
Everyone's just going for...
Yeah, this guy loves sorcerers, but he took the wizard pill. It's difficult to go back to any other caster because of the massive spell book. So they must get significantly more spells.
Well, no, you can have more spells because of the spell book, but you don't get different... I don't think you have a different spell list anymore.
Right, but if you could, because of the book, you can just have way more of them accessible to you.
Yeah, and that's the wizard
But
thing.
like, that's not as impressive as sorcerer stuff. Like, I get what he's saying, but like sorcerer, like I'd just rather have less spells and get all the meta magics and all the other stuff.
Right.
I still think Sork is way better. Wizard is a hard utility class because you can just have all the things.
You can have so many things. It's not so. Yes, you don't have the exact same. That meme is wrong. There are some differences. I think Wizard has access to a lot of. Also, some things that Cleric can do, Wizard can do. You just have access to every spell? No. Okay.
I think they.
Sorcerer does not have the same spell list. This is a lie. Why did you post this lie of a meme? It's as many spells as Wizard now? Is that actually like... I think that's true. I haven't seen a single sorcerer-only spell on this list yet.
Wizards are the best ritual casters, so they get more out of combat utility. Yeah, sorcerer spell list, sorcerer, but 150. Wizard spell list, 242. Do you really think there's nothing good in those 90 extra spells? Yeah, okay. I don't know. Like I said, it depends on what spells you're giving up in those 90 and how big the crossover is. I'm not going to go through the spell list right now and figure it out, but I think that's really the difference is, are the spells that you get for not getting all the extras that sorcerer get, is it worth it? I don't know.
I think the entire point of that is more so that you can just have them, though. You can show off.
I mean, I guess. But like, Wizard has access to 90 spells that sorcerer can't get.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but this is saying sorcerer is better.
Oh my God. Well, okay, but everyone in the thread is now going to.
Okay. Yeah, I get you. Okay.
Defend Wizard because they feel attacked.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
They are the Wizard fanboys.
Fair enough. I get you. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
Here we are.
So this is explain the joke, but I thought this was a good meme, and we've seen it before for D&D.
It threw me off. I was looking through the list, and I was like, "Wait a minute! Why did you put this all the way up here? Why did you repost it? You reposted a repost."
But this is talking about how when we hit quantum computing, it's just gonna break encryption like immediately, because the entire basis of cryptology is just how long it takes to do math.
We haven't done quantum computing, but we've done something with quantum technology.
No, we've done quantum computing. It's just there's only like 1 or 2 of those computers, and they're being used by scientists. But like, they know that they've essentially broken cryptography, and as soon as that quantum computers become practical and the norm, that like cryptology is in trouble.
Quantum science is a crazy thing.
Yep, it sure is. Like, when you start, like, the way it works
is like into it at all.
There's like the qubits all have like 3 or 4 sides, and like they have to be a certain distance apart, and like they have to be frozen down to a certain temperature. But like, it also breaks all of like binary because nothing's base 2 anymore. And like, I've looked into it just enough to get confused, and then was like, no.
It's gonna be the norm eventually, though. You're gonna have to look into it. Your job.
I totally will. And I'm happy to, but right now there's more important things for me to understand than that. There will come a time where that will be important, and I'll gladly do it then. But for now, I gotta understand binary better than whatever the quantum computers are doing.
But you could be so far ahead of everyone else when we switch.
That's of no consequence to me. I'm okay with that. The odds of my employer getting into quantum computing and doing it successfully, I feel confident I will be fine.
I feel confident everything will be okay.
I feel confident I will be in the top of people doing it, regardless of just... I know the landscape, and I don't have to be good at it. I just have to be better than other people, and I think I'll be okay.
I think you'll be okay, too. But still.
Someday.
One day.
But honestly, they'll probably just not release quantum computers until they figure out a way to fix this, but...
I think we should release it right now. Just go crazy. Shut everything down.
Expensive as fuck.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Money, remember you were talking about money not being a thing?
Yeah. You know, I bet when that happens, the guys who know how to properly run those things are going to be dead, though, so...
That's gloomy.
It is. It's very gloomy. Kind of like this kind of gloomy.
That's not gloomy. That's supposed to be like, dang.
Yeah, but like Skype is dead. I didn't like it, but like at one point it was the
OG.
best. It was the best. It was the only way.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a time before Skype, and I was there for that.
Oh, before times?
Like MSN.
Mm-hmm.
And ICQ Messenger.
AOL? Instant Messenger.
I kind of skipped AOL and right to MSN. I think that was more because of where I lived, and we were slow to catch up with technology. So I think we just...
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because AOL wasn't a Canadian internet company that we could get a hold of, so...
No.
But yeah, Skype was huge, and then now it's actually dead.
It's dead?
It's got a dead date. I don't know if it's dead yet, or if when is
It'll be
dead
at some
date.
point. When is Skype's dead date? When is Skype?
Skype is logged off of ICQ.
Microsoft's finally confirmed the consumer Skype will shut down on May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. Wow. That's a day.
Go out with a bang. What day is that? May 5th?
Cinco de Mayo. Yeah.
Oh, we should do a stream that day, and we should stream until Skype dies. We should install Skype and just start a Skype call and stream being on Skype until it dies.
Oh, Skype. Rip.
That's content there.
That is it? Is it actually content? Are we sure?
That's content right there. Could NFT that shit. Someone would buy it. They'd be like, "Oh my god, the last moment of Skype."
Skype.
Trust me.
And someone
anyone
just
who's
downloads
like,
it and then resells it.
Anyone who got into the business of NFTs got into it for specifically shit like that.
Like this. Oh yeah.
Owning the last second that Skype went live in a video. Someone
and you
wants
keep
that.
it forever.
I don't know who,
Forever.
but I don't personally know anyone who's bought an NFT, but
don't know if people actually have bought NFTs or this has all just been one big scam since the start.
maybe
No one's actually bought a single NFT.
Maybe we are just a simulation, and like this is just like
Man,
the A/B
Who
test.
knows?
Like they just show us data that someone is buying NFTs, but they're not. It's like, what do they do when the data just doesn't match? Like nobody knows anyone who's bought one, but everyone seems to have one. Weird.
I don't think it just doesn't exist. NFTs don't exist. That's my stance.
What's the coolest attack you've ever hit in a campaign?
Threw a powder keg of gunpowder and blew it up in a dragon's face.
Oh, is that the one where you didn't tell Frank about it and you kept it as big old secret?
Yep.
Wow.
I haven't had anything else as cool.
It's a good thing he let you do it.
I'm happy. I was new. I didn't know what to do. I was a newbie player.
I've had a couple of just really good crit final hits.
Like what? Give me an example.
feel like Nesri had a killer crossbow shot a couple times. Where
What?
like he killed a couple things in like one turn, like just last hitting them.
Like what?
See, like that's the thing. It was always like a trash mob or something. But like it was a whole bunch of them in a row. I also feel like he got a couple crits, but like I don't remember anything we were fighting.
But like what? What was the coolest attack you've ever done? And you're not even able to say what it's on.
Yeah, I don't even know. My characters are kind of unremarkable in combat. I don't really spec for combat.
I mean, you have a Warlock with Eldritch Blast, so you've already spec for combat right there. Classic.
Right, but like I also picked... I spec'd into a class that... Or I spec'd myself out in a way where I needed a finesse weapon, and I could only have a dagger until you gave me a scimitar proficiency.
Yeah.
And I was running with a quarterstaff.
That's fine. You just Eldritch Blast instead of doing whatever else you would have done.
True. I did have Eldritch Blast in Hellish Rebuke if they get too close. But like I'm not really spec'd for combat.
It'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
I'm spec'd
You
to
got
make
3
the
weeks of
party
no combat,
wonder...
then you're just gonna get bam, just combat. You're going to the tower of the tower dungeon. You actually know you're gonna just randomly appear in the dungeon of the Mad Mage and just combat straight up. Nothing
At the
else.
moment, I kind of believe I'm chaotic.
I don't know.
I think I'm like I don't want to say chaotic neutral because I think I'm figuring my way into chaotic good. Like I've decided to be chaotic good, but like I just spent so long as chaotic neutral.
Ways to go. You tried to swindle this person out of his last two.
That's what I mean. Like I feel like my character is
good.
decidedly going to go in the direction of good, but like right now he's kind of figuring that out. Because like he didn't sign the deal with the demon for the right reasons, but now I feel like he's kind of about to learn. Like he hasn't opened the book yet, so like he's still kind of reserved a bit about it, and he doesn't know if he wants to like actually dig into this deal that he made with the demon. Like he's learning that.
You have to at some point. That's how it goes.
But like I haven't decided any of that yet. So like. That's why he's like, yeah, he's kind of neutral-ish now, but he's decidedly good. I've decided he's good. He's not there
currently
yet.
Chaotic neutral. A neutral person wouldn't even swindle someone out of their last money or attempt to. That's
the chaotic part, because it's not really evil. I was gonna give him a service for it. I wasn't just trying to take it.
No, you can't. You can't make that because you.
I said I'd
When
sell
would
the
you
sword
be able to
for
find
2
him
silver.
again?
What?
It feels like you were just going to take it for 2 silver. And then...
No, I was going to actually do it.
I don't know, man.
I was going to actually do it. But if
Sell
I
the
couldn't
sword.
sell it and I couldn't find him, I probably would have kept it. But I would have
last 2
tried.
silver and walked.
I would have tried, but I wouldn't have tried hard to find him again. I would have tried really hard to sell it. And then I would have gone back to where I met him, and if he wasn't there, I'd be like, oh, well, fuck that. But, like, I would have put in effort. I just would have given up easily.
To keep the 2 silver.
That's why I'm not evil. That's why I'm neutral. And chaotic at that. An evil person would have just straight out lied to him.
You're right. He would have. You're right.
But, I mean, do you have a case for evil?
No. I don't have a case for evil. I don't have a case. You didn't try and kill the werewolf when everyone else was trying not to.
Yeah, like, I'm finding my way through neutral into good. But I'm always going to be chaotic.
Fine. You're allowed to be chaotic.
This character.
Of any kind you want, except for evil.
Yeah, I don't want to be evil. I really don't want to be evil.
Well, then don't. Easy.
I aligned myself with an evil character last campaign, and it got difficult.
What was the evil character?
Avarice.
Oh my god, that's right. I ended up making her closer to chaotic neutral than evil as time went on.
You did a good job, but like I was just like, I'll be friends.
She is supposed to be two-dimensional evil character.
Yeah.
Evil wizard or evil warlock. That's it. But it just didn't make any sense. I don't think Vice was that bad.
No. Well, he was high. He was a sellsword. He did something that wasn't so bad for someone who was real bad.
Yeah. But then you aligned yourself with her more, and the entire party did. So if she was two-dimensional evil, it would have made even less sense.
Oh, yeah. That would have been really weird. To be fair, I don't know that the player, knew that she was two-dimensional evil. And we seemed to be aligned on wanting to...
because I didn't make her that way. That was how it was supposed to be. But I don't like that.
Because, like, when you did that, I was like, oh, maybe she could be my special friend that I've been looking for this whole time.
And she was. And there you go. Whole story changed.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking back, like, a lot of the D&D I've played is with you, because I've DM'd so much more than I've ever played. That, like, I tend to be in it more for the role play and the situations and, like, just having fun. So, like, I don't have too many, like, coolest attacks.
Sure.
What's your coolest attack?
I already told you that.
Oh, yeah, the powder keg.
Powder keg.
The powder keg.
I was like, ooh, cool.
This one was pretty cool. Me and my group were facing a Hydra after dispatching with its boss. We're beaten up, down on spells and resources, and it's the Hydra's turn, at the end of which is about to heal back a few heads. Uh-oh. Being close to death, he attacks, and I say, I let it hit me. And everyone, including the DM's like, what? A member of my group goes, are you kidding me? And I say, nope. I let it hit me. Okay. Here's your damage. As a reaction, I cast Hellish Rebuke. Boom goes the dynamite. The table erupts. I roll fire damage, not only preventing the Hydra from healing, but doing the last bit of damage I needed to put it down. That's pretty badass.
Cool. That's smart. That's definitely smart. It feels like the last fire damage you got up your sleeve, and you're like, hey, I'll take the hit.
You managed to kill it and stop it from healing, even if you didn't?
At the same time.
On its turn where it would have healed? That's
exactly.
Pretty clutch.
It's clutch. That's smart.
Yeah, that's a GG well played.
Why don't you ever do that?
I have Hellish Rebuke now. I just haven't gotten into combat yet.
You almost did. You didn't really come that close to it. You guys did a really good job.
Yeah, we did a really good job. We did that super good.
Good rolls. Good rolls.
Path to the Grave plus Action Surge. I don't like the way he described this. This just doesn't sound cool. It just sounds like he hit something really hard.
After Red Dragon in a force cage with my faithful hound, and that was hilarious. It's not an attack. They did hit really hard in the first attack. The second attack was like, well, not really an attack, but hitting a black dragon wormling that was fleeing from 110 feet with an eldritch blast to kill it. DM let us kill it, though it was supposed to run away. Still felt pretty epic as it was shot in the sky and landed in a swamp. Also, it was another player at the table. I just wasted crossbow bolts on it. Oh, okay. Eldritch Blast. It's a great spell.
Yeah, it is. So is Expeditious Retreat. So you can
ended up not being so great, though, because you ended up trading it out because you didn't want it, because you already had it.
No, the problem with Expeditious Retreat was, like, I had to not be wearing armor or something like that.
I think it's because you already had the ability to dash as a bonus action.
Oh, perhaps. Yeah, it was when I was a rogue that it wasn't useful. As a warlock, it's a bit different, though. Expeditious Retreat is good on the warlock. It did not matter on the rogue. Yeah. Cal, what stat would you say is emotional manipulation?
Wisdom.
I'm trying to recreate Shrek And the one weakness he has is that he's vulnerable to emotional manipulation. The trouble is, I'm not sure which stat governs that vulnerability. I'm thinking it's either wisdom or charisma.
It's wisdom. It's definitely wisdom.
It is, but it's also not. Like, yes, it aligns with those stats. Yeah.
The wisdom saves.
It overlaps with also just like your ability to look around.
Sure, but it's a wisdom save. Those are the big ones.
It is. I don't like that overlaps with perception.
Yeah. But you can't only say you only are down half your wisdom stats. That'd be weird.
No. Yeah, I agree with you. It's just that's why it's like, It's so much more than that, though. It's not just the emotional manipulation stat. It's also...
but like, you can't only do half of it.
I know. I like what he's going for, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's making
Shrek. He got Shrek. He got Shrek'd.
Yeah, I was gonna say get Shrek'd.
I already said it.
Shrek is also is not really known to be all that wise, so wisdom stat for sure.
That's true.
The man who said ogres are like onions isn't that wise? Up, dude.
Justin spells wisdom saving throw. Makes sense. Then there's the whole like deception and persuasion is how people manipulate people, and wisdom is usually the save for that because of insight, so that makes even more sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wisdom, Dex, Charisma, and Strength, Int and Con. That's a pretty cool way to look at it.
Sure. Well, we got it.
I thought this was a great plan. Be evil lich. Yeah. Adventurers are at my front door. Hatch a plan, turn my vorpal sword into my phylactery. The adventurers kill me with my vorpal phylactery and take it with them. Wow, cool sword. A few days later, problem. Amazing plan.
The best plan.
Cannot go wrong.
No, there's no way. It's a sword. Of course they dig it.
Especially if it was a great one.
Yeah.
An amazing sword.
They're going to be like, oh my god, this is great. And then they're going to die later on.
But yeah,
Lennox. You got to fit me.
We also have more AI stuff. You're an AI expert, Cal. Give this a read.
The idea that generative AI has no... Oscar wins show generative AI is likely here to stay. The idea that generative AI has no place in art or artistic process had another nail driven into its coffin tonight. The brutalist faced criticism for use of AI to enhance Adrian Brody's Hungarian pronunciation and for certain visual elements of the film. But this evening it won 2 Academy Awards, Best Actor for Adrian Brody and Achievement in Cinematography. I can already hear the goalposts being moved as we got told we never said it had no place in art. But... So... A show that used generative AI got an Oscar.
Yes. They wrote it themselves. They used generative AI as a tool to enhance the film in ways like helping somebody pronounce words better. Like, this guy just can't pronounce it 100% properly. If they use generative AI, does that make it a bad show?
I don't think so.
Me neither. I think it's a tool that they're now going to, like, does your carpenter suck if they use an air nailer instead of a hammer? Like,
yes.
They could
have to use a hammer.
Good carpenter. How is this any different than hiring, like using body doubles or like voice doubles or any like CG in any other way? How is this any different, right? it's not as cool as like those people who were around in like Charlie Chaplin's time that actually fell from like 4-story buildings and like actually grabbed onto trains and shit, like with like the actual rope tricks and stuff.
But I mean, it definitely helps preserve the actor's life.
Oh, totally. Like, but like, I guess that's kind of what I'm saying. CG doesn't make us say, wow, they're not doing it like these guys. Everyone just enjoys the movie. So I think this is another iteration of that.
I do think that. I do think that people have and will continue to try and cross that line that they shouldn't, though, with AI. As far as likenesses go. But as far as fixing pronunciations, like...
That's the thing. I don't want to see... like AIs replacing actors. I want to see AIs scrubbing things that they might have a little bit of trouble with.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like, I want a good end product. I don't want to replace best version of this song.
It would not.
You don't have it on?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh. It's a Rabbit Joint cover.
I can hear it now.
Yeah, good song.
Oh boy.
Great. It's crazy. But yeah, I agree with you.
It's crazy, man.
This is like the games we're playing later. I've heard this before. But like, it's still all new to me. I know I've heard this before, but I don't remember it in detail. I remember that when I downloaded it, the artist that it said that it was, and I've known it's not for a long time, but it said it was by System of a Down when we torrented it on LimeWire. That sounds nothing like Serge Tankian.
It does not.
It was one of those...
It's crazy, like some of the stuff he writes, but like, where they write. I just don't know who writes the music for System of a Down. Is it Serge or the whole band?
I think it's a lot of him.
I need you to tell me exactly, and since it's beyond the internet, it will be fact-checked constantly.
Yeah,
I need a short of it.
Fact check it right now. I think he writes a solid 80% of it by himself. And I think that he's not the only one, though. I think there are songs that he does with the rest of the band, or like the rest of the band might write them and he doesn't even, but I think he does a solid 80 to 85%. If you were to AI fact check that, I think that would be accurate.
It's a large percentage. He doesn't write as much of the music. He writes a lot of the lyrics, though.
Yeah,
Darren writes a lot of the music.
Okay, that's fair.
Recently, have they not released an album since 2005?
It's been a while. No, there's been one since 2005. No, maybe that was all Serge solo stuff. That could have been all Serge solo stuff.
Possibly. Hypnotize and Mesmerize, which were both 2005s, were 50-50 Darren and Serge. Actually, a little more Darren. But most of the stuff previously was a lot of Serge.
And I could just be I could be thinking more that because he went solo and he's been releasing stuff like that the entire way through, and I think it's all the same people in his solo band. I think it is. Maybe I'm wrong about that too, but I think it's a lot of the same people that do his solo stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was one of those files where you clicked it and you immediately, when you opened it, you knew it wasn't what it said it was.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, what would The Legend of Zelda by System of a Down sound like? Yeah, I want to hear that. You download it, and then it's that, and you're like, oh.
It's not what you think it is.
I mean, this is cool, but like, this isn't not what I thought.
This is cool.
It's like when I go to a restaurant, so it really depends on what kind of a restaurant I've gone to, but like, sometimes when I go to get the wrong order, if it's like roughly what I paid for, I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean?
I do actually 100% Agreed.
People make mistakes. But like
people do.
If I'm paying like $80, I'll be like, hey, can you please?
If you really don't like it, you can send it back. Or if it's 100% wrong, you can send it back and it's fine.
Sometimes I
will
just
get
don't
the
care
occasional grumbles because chefs have very high egos, and whether they're wrong or not, they will pretend they're not.
Oh, I don't care if they think they're wrong or not. It's just like, hey, I want whatever. It's like you probably did it perfect, but like that's not what I may have made the mistake.
What I ordered.
It's not what I thought.
It's going to be delicious.
It's not what I thought I was ordering, and I'm happy to admit that mistake. You can have the glory, chef. Good job. But now can you cook it like this instead? That's all I want. I just want the meal. I get that you have a job that some days you want to literally murder someone, and look, not you, it's me, and I just want it this way. For whatever reason, whatever weird reason, I want it this way. It's a me problem.
The me problem, it's me. It's not you. Don't worry.
The food I got today though was not fucking worth it.
No, it looked terrible.
Hold on. Let's bring this up.
What was it supposed to be? Was it like supposed to be a poutine kind of thing?
This is an honest question. I don't know. Maybe this is a Canadian thing. Do you guys have fries with the works?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I feel like a lot of times fries with the works in America is cheese and bacon, and maybe some other stuff on there.
So
cheesy bacon fries, jalapenos.
This is it. So I would agree with you. I'm used to also getting cheese and bacon.
Jalapenos actually work with the works pretty well too. I don't know if you've ever done jalapeno cheddar fries.
I've had. Wonderful. I have had. But this is like the base. This is the lowest you can go and still call it fries with the works.
Which is fries,
ground beef.
It looks like canned gravy.
Ground either beef. Canned or powder. One or the two.
Okay, yep. Well, it looks even more like canned. I don't think.
I don't know. I just know they didn't make it. I know powdered exists.
Frozen peas.
I don't know what kind of peas, but peas, yeah.
No. That's probably frozen. How big is your cafeteria?
Not very big.
Okay, well maybe they don't do frozen then. I don't know. Depending on how large the place is, they'll usually go for
They would have enough
for
place
ease.
for frozen peas. They would have more than enough freezer space for frozen peas.
Well, no, I mean more so if it's a smaller place, they might do fresh just because they don't have to worry about cooking as much.
Oh,
frozen
no.
is easier to cook.
They it's all very, very, very cheap.
Okay, well then yeah, frozen for sure.
Yeah, it's whatever's cheaper, canned or frozen.
Frozen.
Yeah, if frozen's cheaper, it's frozen.
Frozen, canned, gravy probably.
They were varying degrees of cooked. Like I don't think they brought the pot to a boil.
Well, I mean, if they have a steamer, they probably just put them in a hotel pan.
They could have just microwaved them, to be completely fair.
That's also possible.
That's likely what had happened.
But also, that can happen with a steamer, too, if you never actually mix it.
Oh,
throw them in a hotel pan, throw them in a steamer, and then they never stir it, and then the bottom of it's going to be frozen. So when they do eventually stir it before they serve it to you, you get frozen peas.
Yeah, these ones were not frozen, but I definitely had varying degrees between raw and cooked.
That's fine.
But that was... Chat, how much do you think that's worth?
$1 million.
With the drink.
No, okay, I said 20. I'll tell you what I said.
Yeah, he said 20.
20 Canadian.
Not that far off. $17 even.
Would never... You told me that there was no prices, right? So you didn't know before you...
I did not see a price. It just said that it was the special. And like,
I
don't know, maybe it was only $12, which is still insane.
Did they have something with peas and ground beef the day before?
I don't know. I wasn't there the day before.
Because the special is usually, we need to throw this out soon.
Yeah.
Let's use it up.
Well, like the way that the specials used to work pre-COVID is they do like a nice like chicken meal, and then the next day chicken salad sandwiches were the special. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, it honestly, like if the peas are frozen, the ground beef is frozen, the fries are frozen, it's clearly nothing to do with what they served yesterday. That's just what they felt like doing.
I can tell you one thing. That dish was made with hate, not love.
Oh, yeah, no, it was not made with love.
That was some pissed off cook that just was like, I don't want to be here, and just starts throwing things on a plate.
Oh, yeah, no, these people are like, this is not something they enjoy doing.
No, they do it because they need a paycheck.
Yeah, this is just a paycheck, and they know how to work the kitchen, so that's what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very easy to boil the water, and it's very easy to put down the fryer. But, like, cooking is hard, if that makes sense. Anyone can be a bad cook. I do it all the time.
A lot of people are.
It's difficult to be good at it. So, like, yeah, it's an easy job if you're going to microwave the peas or not stir them in a steamer. It's a hell of an easy job because you don't give a shit. And as long as people keep buying the food, you're doing a good job. But if you actually care about it, I bet I can't do it. It's hard. I can make a good thing for me. If I had to make 13
you could make something better than this very easily.
Oh, that
you could definitely.
Sure. For sure. For one, yeah, cheese, which is something they could have gone on this. You could have made the gravy when you made the hamburger.
Yep.
And you know what? You could even stick to frozen peas. Just add cheese and you've already elevated it by another level with the good gravy.
But it doesn't need, the peas just feels so weird on there to me. I know they're trying to get like a vegetable in there.
That is a normal thing around here.
Peas on fries?
On fries with the works, peas is a normal thing here.
Why? Also, who hurt you?
I don't know. But normally,
who hurt all
also
of Canada, or at least
for $17, I would expect cheese and bacon. Like fries with the works is normally like a $7 to $8 meal.
17.
It's usually
with
like
the coffee, of course.
It's usually mostly fries, a ladle of gravy, and then a little bit of peas and a little bit of ground beef. Like it's the cheapest meal you can make.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't bulk that up more with more fries.
Yeah. I got more peas than fries. I was disappointed.
You did?
Fries are not that expensive.
No. Well, actually. Their price point just went up a pretty considerable amount in the U.S.
You know, that makes sense. I bet a lot of your potatoes come from here and other places in Canada.
So this was before that took place. This was in anticipation. I can't wait to see how high they go once they actually see how much more the prices are for potatoes.
Oh yeah, we don't even know yet, man. No one knows where Donnie's wild ride stops. Like,
no one knows what's going to happen.
You know what? This is a great time to bring up the Not the Beaverton article.
You've just been waiting to bring that up the whole time.
No, I haven't, but like we've gone there now, so.
Have we gone there? I feel like we've touched it, but I don't think we've gone there.
Well, if you actually read the article, it's because of the tariffs that he wants to have a charity boxing match.
Oh, God.
It actually does tie in, I swear.
No, I trust that it ties in. The oh God is like, that's why he wants to have a boxing match.
Yeah, he's trying to make it seem like he has class, I think.
It's not.
Like, I don't even have... It's just like, okay.
There's no good words for it. If you're trying to say...
Nobody wants to pay to see you guys fight.
No.
But I'd love to see you guys fight out of anger.
Very funny.
That'd be content.
It would be content. But we wouldn't be able to see it because we don't have any electricity.
Yeah.
In the States. Because we get so much electricity from Canada.
Yeah. That's apparently now we're not going to turn you off. We're just going to charge you more with an export tax.
You're just going to charge us a lot. You guys can definitely make money off of that. Shutting us off, you guys don't make any money. You could make money.
No, but here's the thing. There's a lot of other places in Canada that could definitely use that electricity.
That's true.
We could just send it other places in Canada instead. And like,
we don't have the infrastructure to support our own electricity needs.
And from what I heard in the news, we're like, I guess Canadian nuclear power reactors are supposedly like really good, but we don't actually use them here. We just invented or figured out the technology for.
Why don't you use it?
I don't know, but anyway, apparently we're about to. Apparently we're gonna start.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago we were presenting patents at international conferences about some new type of nuclear reactor that was supposed to be super safe and super efficient.
That's great. You'll have even more power.
Yeah, all the power belongs to us.
It does. It already does. It always has.
How chaotic of a DM are you?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think as chaotic as I could be. What about you?
I think I am in homebrew. I don't think I am in running a book. I think I'm going to end up being able to do chaotic for Rise of Tiamat, though.
Sure.
I think that's where I thrive. I think I thrive best when I don't know what's coming either, but it's okay.
Yeah, I feel like I like to know at least the basis of what's coming. I don't like to go super
That's
chaotic.
why I think I'm going to get to go chaotic with it, because there is main beats that are provided in a book that I don't necessarily have control over, but I have control over the middle.
That's true.
So like,
as long as you make it to the beats.
Yeah, but like the beats are all things like your main quest lines, but like how you get there, the days of travel to get there is where I get to be chaotic.
It's true. There's a lot of travel. A lot of walking around.
Like, you guys are nowhere near done yet.
Oh no, I know. We just started. We're on session like 5.
It feels like it's been a long time because it has, but we haven't played that much.
It hasn't been a long in-game time though. It's been like,
yeah, we've only had, like you said, 5 episodes, but it's been a lot of time. A lot of time has passed since we started.
a long time ago, we started the Rise of Tiamat. A rising dragon.
I think when I'm doing homebrew, though, I think I tend to get quite chaotic because I'm so good at doing things on the fly that I can afford to.
I would say you once told me that if you had a situation that you had to plan out, you would plan out the entire thing ahead of time as far as the reason why it would happen.
Yeah.
I guess I am chaotic because I work backwards. You work forwards. I work backwards.
Yeah.
So I guess I would be considered chaotic in the situation.
Yeah. You
not so much this time. Well, I guess I still kind of worked backwards. But like, I made an entire system that is made to make the world alive, where depending on where each area has I wouldn't call it a geopolitical score, but it has like a political and economic score, and then every so often I roll a d20, and based on the area it gets a plus or a minus, and then certain areas could fall into being a red zone, certain areas could go up to being a safe zone, depending on the pluses or minuses. And your actions can influence them as time goes on. But I definitely worked from it would be a really cool system if the world could change, and then I made it. I didn't just make the system and then say, oh, this is cool.
Right. I'm excited to see it. But yeah, you definitely work backwards to me, because I start writing and I move forward. Whereas you're just like, you kind of let us guide ourselves there.
Usually.
Like, I guess the way I would describe what me and you do is you figure out how it's going to end, and then you just kind of let us guide ourselves to the end. And I feel like I start writing to move forward, and then I just end up in the trenches with you guys, pushing it forward.
Because we just take the reins anyway. Whether you write to the end, it doesn't matter. We take over at some point.
Yeah, you guys start going in a direction, and I have to run with you.
Doesn't matter what you wrote.
Versus, like, you letting us guide you. Like, I'm just like, okay, yeah, no, I guess we're going, okay.
I let you guys guide me a long time ago because it just it made so much extra unnecessary prep work when I was like, okay, so we're going to do this, this, and this. And then you guys would just go off and be like, oh, okay, so we're not going to do this, this, and that.
I've decided why that is. I think I know why. I think it's because in your campaign, we all talk for a really long time and we come to a group consensus every time. And because we're all very concrete in our views and how we want to do things, I think we all know the result before we start arguing about it, which means we always come to an answer that we'll all be okay with. Otherwise, we wouldn't still be playing.
Correct.
So that's why you can get away with it. But what happens with me is whoever speaks first is what we're doing.
It's true. I really try not to speak first that often because of it. It usually is, there's 3 people that decide where to go in our campaign. It's me, it's Ren, it's Beehole, and that's it.
I think that's what gets me every time. It's like, oh, you know, whether it's a good idea or not, like, that's just what we're doing now. Okay. And now that's when it's like, I'm in the trenches pushing it forward with you, because it's like, I just have to make that work now. There is going to be no discussion. It doesn't matter. Whoever spoke first gets it.
That's why I don't speak first as often, because it's a chaotic neutral character. It's not very good to be the person who says, oh, let's do this thing. And everyone's like, sure, that makes sense. We should go this crazy, unnecessary route. Like, no.
I think things are starting to change with
just the first person.
Koenig. Ex-Koenig. I think he's starting to get into the role play a bit more.
Sure. That's great. I feel like we have a thing where, like, we don't want to not fight about it, but we don't want to, like, make someone feel like they're going the wrong, like, we just all agree. It's agreeing. It's like the first person that speaks, we're all like, oh, we don't want to ruffle any feathers. Okay. We agree. Where we had multiple 10 to 15 minute discussions about werewolves, even though you all knew you were going to come to the same conclusion that eventually you were going to try not to kill it.
We have
but
a
you
lot
still
more
talk
player to player role playing.
Yes.
So, like, I'm okay with my character being upset that we're not doing something, because I can separate myself from that and realize that I'm playing a game where consensus is king, and that next time we'll do the thing that I want to do.
Exactly.
So no matter how I feel about it in the moment, I don't really care. But my character might really care. And my character might express that they really care, and they might be really upset about that. But it's okay that we don't do it.
It's okay. Everything's gonna be okay.
My character's my character's not fine with that, but I am. My character doesn't want to die, but I don't care. You know?
What was the situation where you guys were going to die if you did something? Recently.
Oh, I don't know. Not recently. But like in Out of the Abyss, I killed like 5 characters. None of my characters wanted to die.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think the most legitimate of all of those that was just random chance was Vic. Which is sad because he was the most liked character. It was just a beholder Ray. That was the most legitimate random. No, because you role-played yourself into that a little bit too. Yeah. Because you were low in charging at a Medusa.
Yeah.
Vic was the one that was unceremonious. Just you're in the middle of a fight, you get petrification,
right after
you lose
Snog
your saves.
Too. It was he was the next character right after Snog. It was like, are you kidding? A second petrified character in a row.
You know, You had 2 petrified, 1 insane, and 1 technically vaporized, but came back to life.
He got turned into a blob on the floor there for a little bit, but that's K.
Yep. He came back. I'm happy you didn't have to play. Well, I mean, Galtora was funny, but did you really want to play a somewhat racist Eladrin for an entire campaign?
Well, again, I never play something truly evil. He wasn't racist. He never met anyone who thought differently. He would have eventually gained the opinions of the party.
Okay, sure.
He just didn't live past level 1.
He was 3.
Yeah, but like that was like 2 sessions.
It was 3 sessions.
He didn't live long enough to have
level.
an opinion. He was stuck in jail and he did not make it out.
Everyone liked him so little at the beginning. Just like everyone was like, nope, this guy. That started to set the whole tone for the entire campaign right there.
It did. Snog did not deserve the hate he got.
Well,
Until, I mean, had people known, they could have been angry, but he got unnecessary hate. The hate he deserved, he did not get.
Vic didn't get any hate. Vic was liked among all. Even Stool liked Vic.
Nesri went crazy.
Yes.
He was okay until he went crazy.
No, he got better. He started out as far as the people liking him, and then people were like, "Oh, okay, you're not that bad." And then he went crazy.
Because, like, I think what really won them over was, like, I was a legitimate sellsword, and I was just good at combat, and I just didn't really care about how you guys felt about me. I'm here to do this job.
Here to do this job.
So, like, they weren't close with him, but, like, until he went crazy, he was fine. He was as loyal as long as the paycheck was coming in. He knew what he was fighting for.
Was a good. I don't think Erlaxel was disliked. He was the whole reason the entire insurance thing happened.
Oh yeah, that was his whole thing. Earl was just a drow.
It's true.
Who just happened to see a lot of crazy shit, and he was
He
also
lost his
crazy.
house to a Demogorgon.
Yeah, he lost
He
his
was
house
crazy.
to a Demogorgon. Insurance didn't exist back then. It was just a dude that you paid for nothing, I guess. And yeah, he was. I think he was pretty well liked. He had some hot takes, but I think overall,
He had some hot takes.
he definitely saved Sildar
Yeah.
by shoving his brain back into place in
Back
under
into
3
his-
seconds.
Oh boy, that was a thing. That wasn't even part of me. That was just, I think, the book. There's a mind flayer in the tunnel.
Yeah, no, it was brutal, but
Mind flayer combo is brutal, man.
but luckily I was able to save him mid combat, and we were able to finish the fight.
Exactly.
And I think that's when things came up Millhouse for Earl. I think that's when it kind of turned around, and they were like, okay, he's a good healer.
If anything, we might not always agree with his views, but he does keep us alive.
He might be a drow who has different opinions than all of us surfacers, except for maybe the robot. I don't know what the robot believes, but
Who knows? No one really knew about Rusty.
he's there for us when we need him.
That's true. Classic. Anyway.
But I would say he came out as lawful good. Just a bit weird. I don't think he did anything
Not
neutral.
No, I think I can see that. I can see it. I feel like neutral good slightly more maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know what his laws were.
Well, his laws were because
What was
he
his code?
He was a cleric, so like he was lawful because he followed his god.
Yeah, but like what was his code though? Did he really follow his god's code every single step of the way?
I mean, I would argue that no cleric ever does, and that
Then they're all with
the
you.
gods have mercy on those people because they pray about their misgivings. is kind of how I always think about it. Yeah, he made mistakes, but he was always faithful to his God and believed in his God, and that's how he got his power. So his God clearly still believes in him. So,
Fact.
But no, I would say he probably didn't act in good faith of his God the whole time. He
well,
made
then
mistakes.
he's evil.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
This is pretty cool. This is a homebrew character I thought maybe we could look at. It's called a corpse clinician. It's not zooming.
Can we look at it? Are you sure?
Maybe not. Can I zoom this way? I can. Whoa. There we go. So 0 strength, +3 dex, +2 con, +4 int, +2 whiz, +1 charisma, 92 hit points. What are we considering this? A CR8? You must hit like a truck.
CR anymore. I don't know, man.
This doesn't seem like a CR8 to me.
Sure. Right arm has been replaced by an ectoplasm-powered prosthetic device, which has 5 ectoplasm charges that can be used to fuel special attacks and abilities. If the corpse condition takes radiant damage, it must succeed in a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be unable to use ectoplasm charges until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
Classic Undead Fortitude. So how hard are we hitting here?
2 hit with its surgical claws. Or it can do one of those attacks and a spell. Okay, that probably ups the...
That's pretty
it's got a +7 to hit with spells. Okay, it's gonna go boom.
Well, counter spell. Let's go.
Counter spell's big. Hold person is huge.
I don't know what hard steel is.
Like if you get hold personed, then you're just gonna get surgicaled over and over again, which is a +6 to hit. Yeah. That's pretty strong against even a level 8 party.
Yeah.
But I think if the party was level 8, I think they do enough damage to kill this before it becomes a problem, unless it has mobs with it. Don't think it's strong enough. This, well, this is pretty strong.
Especially it's an undead creature. It's meant to be with undeads, yeah.
Yeah.
When a creature you can see deals an instance of damage to the corpse condition, it can expend ectoplasm charges to mitigate it. Reducing
this would be
by...
cool in like an army of undead, I guess. He's like the healer, I guess. That could be strong as like a support. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I could see it. It's different.
How zoomed in do you think I had to be for that, Cal?
I didn't actually look.
430%.
I believe it.
430%.
Well, then zoom back out.
I also thought this was pretty cool. But also,
Jeez, what is this?
As cool as that is, I would hate to play D&D on that.
No, that'd be terrible time.
Looks super
looks
cool,
really cool.
though.
Took
I
a lot
would
of time.
appreciate
That's great,
my
but
yeah.
What?
Really good
Where's the grid?
tabletop. Where's the grid exactly? How far is 5 feet?
That's when the DM just fudges it. You fudge it the whole time. It's like you say, "Oh, it's probably 5 feet. You're fine." You can move up to that enemy.
I would appreciate a DM that did this, but I would not want to run a game on this. I would just rather draw something on a paper.
Yeah. This is crazy.
I appreciate the DM that does this. I don't want that.
No.
So that's kind of all I got, unless we want to watch a Wired video and react to it.
Probably not. It's game time.
That's what I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking too. So why don't you boot up Parsec?
Do that. Or
we will switch over to here. And we are going to turn off the music.
370.
370. Game number 370. Can you see my whole screen?
I can.
Good. Let's see what line 370 is. Okay, almost there. 370. Mick and Mac as the global gladiators.
Okay.
And you have to go first.
Sure.
So in theory, the controls should already be bound.
Well, let's find out.
I'll be able to tell just by opening the config. There we go. I've got my controller now. Open ROMs. And got
Download the entire library.
Gladiators. No. I backed up the entire library.
Oh, okay.
See.
Bring you this cool beta. Oh, it's a beta. Oh no, it's not a beta. It brings you a cool beta.
How do I make
Needs normal controller?
Window size.
Max.
Oh, this is so small in stream. Hold on.
I'm so excited.
Here we go. There we go. Okay. So you should be able. Actually, let me see if stream has audio here. I'm just gonna open.
My audio will forever double.
I'm gonna open up A Link to the Past for a second, so I can get some. Okay, sound is coming through. Can you hear sound? Hold on.
Okay, I can hear sound.
And no doubled audio or anything?
Well, I myself will always double. I muted Video Ninja because I don't want the double. I can hear myself and I'm fine.
Okay. So I will load up the other game now, which is this one, Mick and Mac at the Gladiators. I think you can control this already. It just says press start to begin. That's all we get. Or do you want to see the cover first?
I want to see the cover. Of course I want to see the cover.
Perfect. Hold on. Let me get the cover. I've never seen the cover either. Mick and Mac as the Global Gladiators. Okay. Hold on here.
That's
Copy
not what I
link.
expected.
Let me bring that up real quick. Oh shoot, hold on. That is this one. Screen, window. There we go. There's a McDonald's logo on this one.
Oh boy. This is a
this is the Mega Drive version.
Okay.
So Global Gladiators looks like it was a different game, and Mick and Mac only sometimes star in it. I was clicking on the wrong window. I accidentally
just going through. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, what have I? There we go. Fixed it. Yeah, go back.
It's the show. Watch now.
Interesting. No, it's always been McDonald's. It's a McDonald's.
Let's go.
Yeah. You should just be able to click. Oh, wait, one sec. I'll get into the gaming. There you go. Oh, wow. Now it's way too big. Last time it was way too small, so I had to make it big, and then I switched back to the scene, and now it's ginormous. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll cut it all. We're good.
Better.
Or I'm keeping it in now because you said that.
Oh, man. Okay, there. Now you should be able to push start.
Mick and Mac as the Global Gladiators. Is there supposed to be any game sound right now?
I don't know.
Slime World.
Well, actually, yes, we do know because we went to the Legend of Zelda and there was.
Okay.
So there should. There we go. Oh God. It's amazing. What?
This was also sponsored by Virgin Mobile?
Uh.
I don't think so. It's an older game.
Yeah, I don't think so either. This is before. I guess
I'm hitting.
Maybe Virgin had a different like telecom company thing. Maybe they did landlines first. I only heard of them for cell phones, to be honest, but it's possible. I don't know if you need those. What? Did you? What?
I just hit. I don't understand what's happening. I'm hitting right trigger and it's just going to a different stage. It says proto. Is this a prototype?
I don't know. Where does it
Can
say
like
proto?
we not actually beat this?
No, it was a real game.
But Rufus, I can hit left trigger and just go up.
Hold on. I just paused it on you. Let me It could be a prototype.
Well, like,
hold on. Maybe there was a way to not pick the prototype from the menu.
Brings you this cool beta.
Okay, maybe we should roll again. This, yeah, Virgin Games. No, this might just be a beta.
This is just a beta.
You want to roll another game?
I'd love to roll another game. 66.
66. That's a good number. 66 is best of the best.
It doesn't say
championship karate.
So. Let's go.
This is going to be a game that one of us can win.
Yes. I was able to hold left trigger and fly.
Yeah, something was weird.
It's like a developer thing.
Yeah, all the dev tools were on. Where is best?
It's right.
Oh, there
right
it is.
Right
I just keep looking over it with my eyes.
Okay. Take two.
Yeah, take two. I love it. It's as old as I am, Cal. I don't think we need to see the cover for this one, though.
No.
Oh, before you click go, I'm just going to turn down the sound a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that a good volume for you?
I mean, for my ears, no.
You need it higher or lower?
Lower, definitely.
How about that?
It doesn't change anything.
It doesn't? Okay, I
can't actually get parsec sound to go down, but I will be okay.
Okay.
I shall live.
You are good to go then. So, yeah, you get to play for as long as you want, and then it's my turn. Love the noise. Okay. This is karate.
I'm not doing anything.
What? You're not doing anything?
No.
I mean, we gotta wait the 12 seconds and see what happens, right?
Right?
Did you go to training? SNES pad. Yeah. I think we just watched 2 computers play.
They'll be okay. It's good to know. No, that's fine. Stop. Oh, A is quit. A. Cancel. A. Match. Let me just quickly check options. Good password.
Yeah, those are great options.
Okay. Okay. Let's try match again.
I think you're gonna be the guy on the right. Are you able to play this time?
It looks like it's actually doing something. Yeah, because now I'm not doing anything that's not actually doing anything.
Which one are you? You red gloves or blue gloves?
Guy on the left.
You're the guy on the left. Interesting. He's kicking the shit out of you, dude. Oh no!
He really is.
Yeah.
You keep knocking him down.
Yeah, you keep making him fall on his ass, but he's like kicking you in the head hard, real bad. Oh, you switch sides.
Not quite.
Oh, nope. Go back.
I just keep knocking him down.
This truly is best of the best, guys.
There's a charge up for like everything. Round 2, fight. Well, that doesn't do anything.
Just keep burping at each other, guys.
Stop beating the crap out of it. It just keeps happening. I can't hit fast enough.
Oh, you
I'm
died.
Down.
Okay, you can't. Oh,
I can't. You actually can't do anything in this game.
you did it.
I can't get up.
Oh, you lost. You died.
Okay, we're gonna do 2 matches. Just that's it. I want to try this one more time. I still don't understand the way this game works.
Well, you see, someone gets the shit kicked out of them, and someone doesn't
even hit him.
I like that there's no way to tell what contributes to like stamina or how anything works. Oh boy.
I'm not actually knocking him down for anything useful.
Yeah, he's just kicking him in the just sweeping the leg and he just never jumps. I like how he continues to count after you get up.
1, 2. It's just the guy. Like I'm on the left. Remember?
Yeah. Or sorry, you as in whoever is down. If the character goes down, he keeps counting no matter what. What? Also, this is karate, by the way. In a boxing
Not
ring.
karate.
With boxing gloves. And just seemingly everyday shoes. You kick the shit out of your opponent. Because the legs are longer than the arms on these guys. Oh.
There's no way to win.
You're going to do this. You're going to get it. You're going to win by decision.
No. You kidding me?
You're going to go like 15 rounds with this guy. And then you're going to win by decision because he fell on his ass too many times.
I would have just missed. I hit him in the shins. He just can't move. It's just not letting me actually go now.
It's just unlocked?
Yep.
Nice.
Apparently that's the thing that can happen in this game.
Yeah, I mean, when the attacks take so long to buffer... Oh my god.
They take so long to buffer. It's crazy.
It seems like you were doing fine until this round, and then you seemingly did nothing different than you've done before. I didn't have enough health.
Yeah.
But this guy just... Is that what the lights are? The lights are your health, huh?
Yeah. He can just knock me out. Because he goes before I go, no matter what I do.
Yeah, there's too much input lag on your first attack. Wow.
Yep. I made it to round 3.
So,
good luck.
Well, I guess the real thing is... Hold on. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Sure. What I wanted to know is... How did you change this? There we go. There's no... So you were the pad. We could do this and do me against you if I don't win any of the matches either.
No, because we're the same input, though. It wouldn't work.
Yeah, but we can rebind it. We can rebind it to separate inputs. If we tie, that could be the tiebreaker.
I don't know, man. We can try it. We'll see what happens.
I mean, I'm really hoping to win one of these two matches.
If you make it to round 3, then we'll go from there. How about that?
I'm hoping to win one of the matches.
I don't think you can. You're up. Let's go. See, I don't understand how he has fluid motion. Oh, wow, that's illegal what he did right there. Kicked you in the nuts. Oh. No below the belt, guys. Come on. Ooh, nice hit. Oh, you got a bar down. You got one of the lights out. Oh.
Come on.
You got. I think you can make it to round 3. You did not lose that much health this round. You can at least play the long game.
Okay.
Round 2, fight. Technically tied right now. Oh.
Come on. Come on.
You're even winning.
Come on.
Are you just mashing or are you actually trying to do stuff?
No, I realize that if you... The reason he's so fluid is because every time you connect, you walk a bit forward. So if you stop using the D-pad, you just fuck them up. Because I've not touched my D-pad since I started this round of the fight, and yet I'm all the way at the other end. The second you start walking is the second like he starts hitting you, and that's how you get stun locked, because you just keep inching forward the whole time.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
So I'm not so much mashing as I think my guy can get there, but I'm trying to walk as little as possible. And then because now I'm walking backwards, now he has to come to me, and now I can I didn't get that block.
Are you sure?
Though.
Because he just beat the crap out of you.
Yeah. I should not have walked backwards. That was a miscalculation.
You made it to round 3, so if you make it through this round, you win.
I mean,
You got a good chance.
True. But is that really a win, though? I feel like I kind of got to actually win.
I mean, that's up to you.
Oh, come on. Yeah, let's just hug.
Let's hug. Hug it out.
Oh.
Ooh.
That was a hard
Chuck
hit.
Norris to the face.
Oh,
I mean, you got him right now.
Oh no, I had the stun lock. Oh, do I have it? Did I get it back?
Nope. Nope. He's kicking right in the hips.
Yep. Yeah. No, let's just shadow box for a bit. Yeah, fucker. What? How do you get health back?
You
Oh, he fell
sides.
down.
You win.
What?
Through time.
Wow.
Congratulations.
I win.
You win. Congrats. You did the thing. You win
what
this
console is it going to be next time, Cal?
Please hold. What if... Wait a minute. The Sega Genesis. Is that allowed?
You can pick any console you want. As long as it's retro. And I consider that retro. So yes.
I consider Sega retro.
Yeah.
You gotta give some love
go
to the
back
Sega
to
crowd.
Wii. Anything up to Wii, I'm okay with.
There's a lot of people who used to have Genesis back in the day.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so
anything
we're giving
Wii
them
or
some
older.
love next week.
I think Wii is where. So you're going Genesis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the older one, right? Game's really Sega Genesis. Oh,
So
yeah, no, yep.
Yeah, sorry guys, we couldn't do Global Gladiators because it wasn't actually a game.
Maybe it was a game on the Genesis,
It kind of looks like it might have been.
but it never actually came out on the SNES.
It looks like
There's a
the
prototype
port
on the
for
SNES?
SNES was maybe not done.
That's funny.
So now we have a choice to make. At 9 o'clock your time / 10 o'clock my time, do we want to bother looking at Roll20 or do we want to save that for another day?
You can save it for another day. Getting a little later.
That's what I was thinking too. I thought we did a good amount of stuff today. And now we got some jazz to play us off. Castlevania
Global
jazz?
Gladiators was a full game for the Genesis.
Dang.
Master System, Game Gear, Amiga. So it never made it to the SNES officially.
We just got that port. That was the prototype. Yeah, there are prototypes in here. And there may be a chance for maybe some of the prototypes have a few levels and maybe we'll actually get to look at
We
some.
could play it, but as of right now, probably not.
Not for that game, at least.
That one, not so much. Yeah, we can't do that.
That game specifically, no so.
Sega Pro Magazine gave Global Gladiators a 93 out of 100. Challenging difficulty, game's brilliant graphics, brilliantly animated sprites.
See, I'm just waiting for us to get. I think this is one of those collections that has like Super Mario Bros. 6 in it, and like games that were like bootlegs.
That's great. What are we gonna do if we roll Link to the Past?
I don't know.
Just skip it?
I think, I think a game that we've both.
I think we have to just skip it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be an insta win for you, but like, what's the metric gonna be? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what the metric is. You're gonna win, but like, are we really gonna sit here for like 15, 20 minutes to do like a master
We just
sword?
could do Eastern Palace. That's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, you'll definitely win. Doesn't matter where. I'd be willing to forfeit that because I'd be willing to do it too, but like you're definitely gonna win. If we roll that,
I don't think it would be. I don't think it'd be fun to watch because we would just.
There's no contest.
There would be a contest.
At least this way,
So
it's a game.
there's a contest.
Don't know.
Exactly. We're on an even playing field, except for the first game where you're like, I played smart ball when I was a child.
Yes, I did mention that once when I was like 8, we rented it for a weekend.
Exactly,
it did not
but
help
you played
me win
it.
That.
You did. That's the only reason you won.
You know what? I think as long as you bring it up, it's fair game. That the other dude gets a chance to nope it. You could have noped it.
No, I feel like I was pressured.
You were
I don't
pressured?
think I had a choice.
Well, lucky for you, I played music over it and fucked up the episode.
That's true. We couldn't make an episode out of it.
Messed up the whole audio.
But we'll make an episode out of this video game. I'm expecting one of these days we will find someone who is like, I remember this game when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. Well, had we got to play
collection.
Mick and Mac, that would have been a game that someone was like, I had that on Genesis. Like, had it not been just a prototype and they got the port, actually.
Right. But they didn't.
But, like, here, like, I know what Shaq Fu is. I have no... Like, do you know what Shaq Fu is?
No Shaq Fu. I know what Shaq Fu is. I've never played it. I don't.
Like,
I
have played it, but like
it
it plays the same as every other game of that genre. I'm not good at them. I don't have a leg up. You have played games in the same genre in Shaq Fu that control exactly the same. It's that sidewalking like final fight.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's either that or Mortal Kombat. I can't remember. It's one of the two.
I think it's sidewalking fight. I think you were right the first time.
I think so too. But, like, I don't know anything about Shaq Fu, but I know enough to play that game. And if you knew nothing about Shaq Fu, would that be an advantage? Maybe.
I'm gonna say yes, just because I like to hedge my bets for when I lose. That way I can say, well, Rufus has played this game 1,000 times.
I think if you had never played a game of that genre before, I have a big leg up. But I think you're going to realize what you're playing instantly, and that none of us know the controls and none of us know where to go, other than you always go left to right in these games.
Always. Never go any other way.
There's usually no choice.
Never break the game. That's when bad things happen.
Like, even, like, just looking at the titles, like, I've never played Paperboy 2, but I know what Paperboy 1 is.
Yeah. I don't have the arcade thing, though. I'd be kind of sad.
I want to play No Bunga's Ambition.
Do we?
No Bunaga's Ambition. There's a Nosferatu game. Nickelodeon Guts.
Barkley Shut Up and Jam? Is on the Sega Genesis?
Of course. Barbie was on everything.
Barkley, not Barbie. Barkley. Charles Barkley.
Oh, Charles Barkley? On the Genesis?
It's Barkley Shut Up and Jam. Yeah.
Crazy.
Battletoads. We could get Battletoads. I've never played...
You've never played Battletoads?
I mean, I played a little bit, but not that much. I think I still would win. That's the one I would take at a disadvantage just because I have, in my opinion, a superior skill at 2D platformers.
I don't know. Battletoads is bullshit. I feel like I know where some of the bullshit is in the first 2 to 3 levels, and I think you would get fucked up on the bullshit that is Battletoads that everyone does like the first couple times they play it. So I think if you continued to play, and I'm giving you this as advice right now, if you continued to and not just said one game over, and you invoked the as long as I want to play rule, I think you definitely beat me. But I think if you go like 1 game over or 2 game overs, you don't stand a chance. But I think it's gotchas, right? Like it's one hit death kind of things.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh shit, if I'd have known about that, yeah, the rest of this level's easy.
I'm also playing with slight delay.
Battletoads is a very laggy game.
Slight delay. Exactly, that makes it more laggy because I have delay on top of everything.
Yeah, I think it'll all work out. What'd that say? Kyle Petty's No Fear Racing?
Dungeons and Dragons Warriors of the Eternal Sun. What if we get a JRPG? Do we just skip it?
I think we can figure something out.
Can we?
It depends how easy it is to get a save state for that game. If we could get a save state at like a final boss or something, we could just both zoom into the final boss and just know nothing about the game and try to fight.
Those can still take like an hour depending on the JRPG.
We're not going to make it that long. We'll just time how long we make it.
What are you talking about? Old school JRPGs, you just heal. Easy.
Either way, it shouldn't take that long. We'll either die really quick or we'll win really quick.
I don't know about that.
There's always a cadence, though. Like, there's always a knowing how much mana you actually have, and...
Frogger would be fun because we both know how to play Frogger and see how far we could go. That would be an actual competition.
Yeah, that would be. Pong would be fun. Picking a 2-player competitive game would be fun, too.
Yeah, if we get it.
Because, like, we can totally, like I said, we can bind the controls for player 1 and player 2 instead of what we did.
We pick Gunstar Heroes, then we probably should veto it, if that happens.
You will win. I've never beaten that game.
I am 11th in the world.
I know. I know you are. We'll just play Captain Crunch's Crunchling Adventure. I'm now, like, 4th in the world.
Wow, how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah. The one time I ran it, I ran undefeated for a while, and then other people decided to grind it and got a faster
Right, so once those people
got
into the scene, they found out just how terrible your run was and beat it.
Well, no, the thing is there's 3 boss mini games, and one of them is objectively faster, and I played once and submitted the game, and I got the slowest one. So it's like, yeah, anyone who wants to play this game more than once or gets a god seed and gets the fastest game, good for you.
That's all you gotta do.
I've made this game as fast as it can go, and you only have to execute on like 1 2-second mini game. Oops. To be fair though, my route did cut, I think it was 40 minutes off world record or 30 minutes. It was so much they put it into another category.
Was it cheated?
I did. By definition, I did cheat. I cheated so bad that they made me in. Yeah, it was.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Speed running. Does Genesis have a Biker Mice from Mars game?
Yeah.
I know the SNES does.
No.
Okay. There's gonna be a lot of games where, like, I feel like if you always pick Genesis and I always pick SNES, that'll be a really good combination, because between the two of those consoles there's so much licensed content that we're also going to end up covering, like, TV shows and movies from those time periods as well.
Oh yeah. Got all the Toe Jam and Earl games as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Toe Jam and Earl. Genghis Khan 2.
Mm-hmm.
Gary's Kitchen Super Battle Tank War in the Gulf. Couple Flintstones games.
Gauntlet.
Yeah, this was fun.
This was fun.
I guess we should say goodbye to the stream.
No, we'll just leave the stream on forever.
If you enjoyed what we did today at all, give us a follow on YouTube, or Twitch if you're watching on Twitch. If you want to share some stuff for us to look at on Reddit, I can actually fire off that command now that I'm signed into chat. !Reddit. You can join our Discord, do some community games night stuff. Whatever. I got all the commands now.
Got them all.
I should actually just make a button on my Stream Deck that just runs those 3 commands.
That would make too much sense.
It's true. But goodbye, stream.
Bye, stream.